So today I am reviewing Little Beth Miniatures. She's a little shop on Etsy where she does printable miniatures, and I know that's kind of like a pretty popular right now, you know, make your own miniatures, just print them off. So if you have a decent enough printer, you can do that. So there's like about 20 pages here, and it's supposed to make a 1/12 scale miniature cat room. I found Little Beth Miniature a couple years ago, and I've never actually done this room before. I get so distracted so easily. I'm just like, oh, so excited, and then all of a sudden I see something else. I'm like a cat. Oh, something shiny. But I really want to try and do this, and you know, are paper printables worth it? I know, you know, envelopes and desk clutter and things like that, but this is supposed to be an actual room with furniture and stuff, all out of paper. So I am very interested to try it. It printed really beautifully. It's on A4 size paper. My paper's a little thicker than she suggested. She suggested 120 and 140, but you know, it's what I had. Printed very clear. It's very straightforward. I love that there's enough space to cut in between each of the things so that, you know, you're not frustrated trying to like cut a little tiny details or whatever. But we'll see. Time to get cutting. Okay, so I have all the pieces pretty much roughly cut. Now it's kind of gluing and assembling them. I still have a lot of big pieces to cut, but I love that it's double-sided, but not like on one page. I love because not only will that add stability, but it makes it easier. My printer, I have to physically, you know, turn it over for it to be double-sided, and I can never remember what side's the right side, and so that's frustrating. So I do like that she did this so that, you know, you can fold it and cut it out. So now I need to start gluing all these pieces together. Look at this little cat paper magazine. Oh my god, that's freaking adorable. I love a glue stick. I am all about a glue stick. Okay, so I love using glue sticks for paper. Okay, so now that I have everything double-sided and glued together, now it is time for the more detail cutting and scoring and then assembly. Okay, so I did all of the detail cutting and the scoring so that it's easy to fold everything. And now it is time to glue and assemble, and this is gonna be an adorable cat room, supposedly. We'll see. So I am doing the last bit of detailing and getting the room together, putting the walls up and the flooring down. Hopefully I do a good job. Okay, I am horrible at hot gluing, so don't judge me. I always make mistakes. But this is literally Okay, I'm not the best gluer, don't judge me. But I know there probably is better glue I could use, but I really didn't want to wait. I'm like an instant gratification girl. And this is my messy mat, so you'll see I don't care about making a mess with this. But I do try to clean it. So that's the room. Cute, cute, cute. I did color the wallpaper that it comes with, just to give it a little bit more detail. It was all gray before. I couldn't decide on which wall to use. So I think I kind of like this one better. It's more simpler, but you know, that adds some more color. I don't know. What do you guys think? So I'm finally done with my project. I just wanted to go over the materials that I used to make the cat room. Some dried tea leaves, 2 different size scissors, a craft knife, tweezers, 2 different size rulers, some white glue, a bead roller, toothpicks, a scoring thing, glue stick, markers. I have 2 different size glue guns, and of course the Little Beth Miniatures Cat Sam's Room kit that I printed. And this becomes Cat Sam's Room. Oh my god, I am obsessed. Okay, I want to stress that I don't know Little Beth Miniatures. They don't know me. I'm a customer who is judging the product. And I'm obsessed. This was so much fun to do. I really enjoyed this. You know, it's like one of those Roll Life dollhouse kits, but so much easier. Cutting and gluing, and it comes with crystal clear instructions, no missing parts. You can make it your own room. I just did some cardboard and, you know, Amazon box. And it's all paper. All of it, and you know, some glue and a little bit of time. I found myself really enjoying this. Look at these cute little books, how to overcome phobias, catnip, conquer the world, how can we get more sleep, mouse hunting techniques, fish recipes, little cat food and dishes, and the little house and the litter box and a little pizza, and it comes with a little box with a little cat in it. I think this is super adorable, totally worth it. You can totally like use these in an actual dollhouse. I think it would be totally fine. Like, I'm so upset with myself for just sitting on this for so long. I can't believe it. I think it's, you know, just my laziness. I didn't even use all the decorations. And, you know, picture frames, plants, figs, you know, I just felt like it was, you know, I liked the room how it is. I know I kind of went overboard with the red, but I like the red. And yeah, it was very simple. Little post-it notes. Don't disturb, I'm serious. Down here, I'm busy pooping. A little cat pizza. I have a 1/12 style kitty. Look at that. It's looking at the pizza. So it works, and this is a 1/12 scale doll. She's on the big side, okay? I will say that. She's 6 inches, okay? So she's a tall girl. But look at it. She fits in there. She's cute. She's feeding her cats. So, yeah. I think this is totally worth it. It is a printable. You don't need a computer. I do everything on my phone. As long as you have like Adobe and an Unzip app, you can download it straight from Etsy and print it. Dollhouse miniatures are so expensive. It is a very, very expensive hobby. And I'm finding that out. And this is a cheaper way to kind of get into it. As long as you are already a crafter, you know, I already had a printer and I already had 2 glue guns and markers and, you know, I already had all of that stuff. All I had to do was just, you know, buy the file, the PDF file from Etsy and print it, you know. Everything is cut by hand. I must stress that too. It's not like a Cricut thing. I don't know how to do any of that, or I don't think she makes her files. This is all just for hand cutting. But, you know, it doesn't hurt to ask. But I'm obsessed. I think this is so cute. I am so happy that I actually did this. Look, it says Mamazon. That's adorable. I just get so unfocused and distracted, and I just, yeah. So I think that's why I started this YouTube channel, because I want to, you know, actually maybe finish a project, which this is my first project I finished, and I love it. I think it's so cute, and I totally would absolutely, if I had an adorable dollhouse, put these things in there. I think it looks amazing. What do you guys think? Obviously I used a marker to color to make all the reds, you know, to make it my own. You could use paint or nail polish, whatever. You know, you might be a better cutter than I am. You might be a better painter, you know, gluer. Oh, I'm such a messy gluer. But you can definitely make this your own little room or add it to a dollhouse room or accessory. Like, again, you know, if you already have the stuff, it's a much cheaper option. And I did learn a lot, honestly, just from building it and seeing it literally come from a stack of papers into this, you know. And like I said, I just used an Amazon box for the walls and the floor. And she does have like finishings to make it, you know, more polished and everything, but I'm lazy. So I think this is really awesome, and I can't believe I waited forever to do this. Definitely would do another one of these paper kits. I mean, I don't think it really looks like it's completely made out of paper. Like, everything here is made out of paper. I mean, that boggles my mind, you know, and everything was like hand cut, just with scissors and a craft knife. So, and look at the little kitties, they're loving their food. They like their room. It's so cute. And like I said, I didn't even use all the decorations just because I liked how this looked. This was like my little setup, and look at inside. There's even like cat litter in the litter box, you know, and little food and stuff. And so I tried to use hot glue for like water in the other dish, but hopefully you guys can just see how cute this is. I mean, you can do this in an afternoon. You can sit in front of the TV and cut everything out. You can spread it out over a week, a month, whatever. I don't know. Like I said, I'm just a customer trying to, you know, show cheaper options, I guess. Because yeah, miniaturing is a very expensive hobby. And if you know how to create things or, you know, do things yourself, it's actually much more enjoyable, I think, and more fulfilling. This was very satisfying. I had a lot of fun. I didn't get distracted. I was excited as it was coming together. It was super easy. So that is my review of Little Beth Miniature printables on Etsy. Thank you for watching. Bye.